YouTube, what's going on? And welcome to episode 11 of Musical Underdogs. We are now in season 2. Season 1 was 8 episodes. We do have scheduled at least double that here for season 2. So again, welcome aboard. Myself, still learning this, still new to this, editing, narrating. I produce the background music, and all that. So like I say, hopefully you all have been enjoying thus far season 1 and the first few episodes of season 2. And as I get better with this, those of you who may be subscribed, who have been catching a lot of the episodes, hopefully all of them, I'm bringing y'all with me as I grow with this. Now, today's episode, we're featuring the legendary funk band Slave. Now, Slave, which was from Dayton, Ohio, were formed by Steve Washington and Mark Hicks in 1975, which included members Floyd Miller on trombone, Tom Lockett Jr. saxophone and keyboards, Carter Bradley trombone, Mark Adams bass, Mark Hitz lead and rhythm guitar, lead and background vocals, Danny Webster rhythm guitar, lead and background vocals, Orion Wilhoit keyboards, and Tim Dozier drums. Now, vocalist Steve Arrington, Starlina Young, and Kurt Jones, along with keyboardist Ray Turner, came along in 1978, with Arrington ultimately becoming lead vocalist. Now, Slave were distinguished by the slivering and melodic bass lines of Mark Adams, a key ingredient from the opening of the band's hit debut single Slide, an R&B chart topper and top 40 crossover smash that sent the self-titled debut album into gold certification.
They call me Drac. Here I come, baby. I ain't gonna bite you. I just want you to hang on. All right. Standing like an empire to me. Won't you come away? Don't worry, baby, everything's okay. You can run the game if you don't know my name. I'll take you where you've never been before. There's something for you, a whole lot more. You ain't got to seek every but no you're free. Slide, 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 yeah, baby, baby.
Now, how Slave got their name was when Floyd Miller, who played the trombone, came to a band meeting wearing a t-shirt that had the word Slave on it. Washington, whose family had direct ties to Frederick Douglass, picked up on a concept that would flip the term slave from a negative to a positive, that the weight of the world is on everybody's shoulder to make the planet better. And as a band, their contribution would be to uplift the masses by creating music with healing and meaning. They would call their higher plane music funk with a G, alluding to a spiritual, God-like element. Now, Slave were proof positive that a band could be both raw and slick and exemplify funk regardless of the approach. Along with predecessors as Ohio Players and contemporaries such as Lakeside and Zapp, who built the reputation of their hometown as fertile grounds for funk. Another crucial component was the spirited and energizing force of drummer turned frontman Steve Arrington, voice of the similarly everlasting top 10 R&B hits Just a Touch of Love, Watching You, and Snapshot.
This way, baby, I'm focused in on you. And your sexy smile. Turn a little babe left, blend into the light. I'd like to do you perfectly right, and I want to snap you. Strike a nerve that's so deep, and I want.
Now, Slave ended up becoming a tree that was planted in the Dayton, Ohio funk scene that ended up having branches with Steve Arrington. He was had a solo career that he started with Slave. The group Aurra, their members started out in Slave, which is ironic because Slave was actually an outgrowth of two different acts back in those days of Dayton, Ohio. The Black Satin Souls and the Mystics. Now, unlike most funk bands, Slave's catalysts were brass players. Trumpeter leader Steve Washington and trombonist Floyd Miller, with Steve Washington being the lone member that was not from Ohio. He was from East Orange, New Jersey, but he moved with his uncle Ralph Pee Wee Middlebrooks of the Ohio Players to finish high school. Slave ended up writing and recording their demo in New Jersey. And the radio programmer Jeff Dixon, he was so impressed with the response, he took on the role of like producer and manager and booked more studio time for them. At that time, they actually started shopping the demo with different labels, with Atlantic subsidiary Cotillion actually winning out that bidding war with them. And then they went on to release their self-titled album in '77, Slave, with the single Slide being gold, which propelled that album to go gold. Now, after the second gold album, that's when Slave began to splinter off. First with the Starlina Young, Kurt Jones, and Steve Washington, they went and formed Aurra. Then there were changes made in Slave. Steve Arrington became lead vocalist. Then a few albums after that, Steve Arrington went on to record a solo career. But yeah, Slave, definitely enjoyed going through them, man, researching them, learning about this band from Dayton, Ohio, and just how many funk bands came from Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. So yeah, before you get up out of here, don't forget to hit the like button, man. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute.